Thank you so much for joining me today. Before we begin this powerful journey into one of the most influential books ever written, I want to pause and say thank you for supporting this channel. It means so much that you're here, learning and growing alongside me. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video, because your engagement helps this channel grow and allows more people to discover life-changing wisdom like what we're about to explore today. Viktor E. Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning is not just a book. It is a testimony of the human spirit. Written by a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, this book combines Frankl's harrowing personal experiences in Nazi concentration camps with his profound insights as a psychologist. The result is a timeless guide to understanding suffering, resilience, and the deep human need for purpose. In the next 2 hours, we will dive deep into the lessons, facts, and knowledge that emerge from this masterpiece. We will explore not only what Frankl lived through, but also how his ideas can transform our own lives today. Frankl begins with his story as a prisoner in Auschwitz and other camps during World War II. He endured unimaginable suffering, starvation, disease, physical abuse, and the loss of family. Yet, instead of allowing despair to consume him, Frankl observed human behavior around him and discovered something extraordinary. Those who found a sense of purpose were far more likely to survive. This leads us to one of his central lessons. Suffering is inevitable, but meaning is optional. We cannot escape pain, tragedy, or hardship, but we can choose how to respond. Frankl himself wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." The second lesson is the power of attitude. Even in the concentration camps, where external control was stripped away, people still had a choice in how they responded. Some became bitter and cruel, while others chose kindness and compassion, sharing their last piece of bread. Frankl shows us that attitude is the last of human freedoms. It cannot be taken away, no matter the circumstances. For us today, this lesson applies to our daily struggles. We may not control every situation at work, in relationships, or in society, but our mindset determines how those situations shape us. The third lesson is about purpose. Frankl noticed that those who had a reason to live, whether it was reuniting with family, finishing important work, or simply hoping for a future, had a higher chance of survival. He quotes Nietzsche, "He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow." This is not just philosophy, it is practical. In modern life, finding purpose in our work, our relationships, or our contributions to the world is what gives us resilience when things become difficult. Another profound lesson is the meaning of love. Frankl describes how thoughts of his wife gave him strength and hope during his darkest days. He realized that love transcends physical presence. Even when his wife was not with him, the memory and thought of her filled his suffering with purpose. Love, according to Frankl, is the highest goal to which humans can aspire. This lesson reminds us to cherish love, not only romantic love, but also the love we show to family, friends, and humanity as a whole. The next lesson is about freedom. While external freedom was taken from the prisoners, Frankl discovered that the ultimate freedom lies in choosing one's response. This is the essence of human dignity. No matter what others do to us, they cannot control how we choose to interpret and react. Imagine applying this to daily frustrations. Instead of reacting with anger, we can choose patience. Instead of despair, we can choose hope. This idea, that freedom exists even in the worst conditions, is one of the most empowering messages in the book. Hope itself is another powerful theme. Frankl saw how prisoners who gave up hope quickly fell ill and died, while those who kept even a small hope of reunion, of future work, of survival, were able to endure. This lesson is timeless. Hope keeps us alive, both physically and spiritually. In times of crisis, hope is the fuel that allows us to keep moving forward. Frankl also emphasizes the dignity and courage that can exist even in suffering. Those who endured hardship with dignity inspired others to do the same. He recalls examples of prisoners who comforted others, who shared kindness despite their own suffering. This echoes the Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, who also believed that we cannot control what happens to us, but we can control our response with honor and courage. Beyond suffering, Frankl identifies three sources of meaning: work, love, and suffering. Work gives us purpose because it allows us to create and contribute. Love gives us purpose because it connects us deeply with others. Suffering, paradoxically, gives us purpose because it challenges us to grow and to find dignity even in pain. In each of these, we see pathways to meaning. A person who feels their work matters, who loves deeply, and who embraces suffering as part of life will find fulfillment. Frankl's logotherapy, the therapy of meaning, grew out of these experiences. Unlike Freud's focus on pleasure or Adler's focus on power, Frankl believed the central human drive is the search for meaning. When people cannot find meaning, they fall into despair, emptiness, or what he calls the existential vacuum. But when they do find meaning, they can endure almost anything. Today, logotherapy is still practiced as a form of psychotherapy, helping people discover their purpose in life. As we continue to reflect on this book, it becomes clear that its wisdom extends far beyond the camps of World War II. In modern life, we encounter our own challenges: stress at work, broken relationships, financial hardships, illness, or even the uncertainty of global events. Frankl's message applies directly to us. We may not be able to eliminate our suffering, but we can transform it by asking, what meaning can I find here? How can this struggle make me stronger, kinder, or more compassionate? The lessons of man's search for meaning are not abstract. They are deeply practical. We can apply them through daily practices. Journaling about our why helps us clarify our sense of purpose. Practicing gratitude allows us to focus on the meaning already present in our lives. Choosing our response to adversity gives us strength and dignity. Small acts of kindness ripple outward, creating meaning for others as well. Frankl's story is one of the most powerful reminders that human beings can survive unimaginable hardship when they have something to live for. His experiences in the camps illustrate the extremes of human cruelty, but also the heights of human resilience. By reading and internalizing this book, we are invited to take responsibility for our own lives, not to ask what we expect from life, but to recognize that life is asking something from us. Each moment is a question, and our actions are the answers. As we close this deep exploration, remember that man's search for meaning is not a book to read once and set aside. It is a book to return to whenever life feels overwhelming or meaningless. It teaches us that even in suffering, even in uncertainty, we can find purpose. We can choose courage. We can hold on to love. And we can create meaning, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. If you found this inspiring, I invite you to visit my channel for more complete book summaries and reflections on some of the most powerful works ever written. Please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and comment with your biggest takeaway from Frankl's masterpiece. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being part of this journey of growth and meaning.